Up next, Adam Cole versus Malakai Black.
Rich, take it away.
A lot of people call this a tribute to NXT Black and Gold, but like NXT Black and Gold was way better than whatever this was. You know,
Thank you for saying that, Rich.
like
I can't say that. I'm the one that had a podcast for like a half a year about it. I can't say that. You have to say it. Thank you.
so like these guys are presumably older and more beat up than they were then. Adam Cole is in a terrible drought for his career right now. Like he looking like he ain't got it no more.
This was the best wrestler in WWE in 2019. He's one of the best wrestlers in the world in 2019. In ring. Not no character or whatever else. Bell to bell, he was one of the best wrestlers in North America.
He looks like he's like the Monstars have stolen his powers. Like his timing and instincts are shot. And it just looks like just absurd things happening. He kicks out of Malakai Black's finish at 1, I believe.
Yep.
Or not. He kicks out the finish. He does another like 1 count kick out a different time.
Yeah.
My fault.
Yeah.
But he does kick out of Malakai
The
Black's
week after
finish.
he already did a 1 count kick out.
Yeah. I think the crowd was just like not really sure who to like really go up for. Obviously, when we saw this match, we thought something like interesting would be happening with the finish, and boy, oh boy, did we get something interesting with the finish. So like when I saw it originally happen, I was like, hold on, he did a clean job, and I was like laughing, right? Because it was like, then the more I thought about it, right, and I was like, this is a fake job. Because what did he do? Like, all right, Adam Cole and Malakai
He's talking about
Black.
afterwards.
Yeah, after.
Oh, yeah.
It's like Adam Cole and Malakai Black have never interacted in this company, as Sir Sam pointed out. We know AEW, they like to pay tribute to different things that have happened throughout wrestling history. It's all
Kingston,
canon, whatever,
Claudio. Yeah, all that.
Right.
There's a bunch of those.
But
Christian and Copeland. Yeah.
But I don't feel like this one is as earned as any of those, because it's like, who is really thinking about Adam Cole versus Malakai Black as some like defining feud, even of like NXT? Like, no,
it's not Gargano Cole, it's not Gargano Ciampa, it's not even Adam Cole. Hell, if they did something like this with Adam Cole and Ricochet, that would be more fitting.
Right. So I'm like, they just wrestled in the same company before. They weren't necessarily like rivals or anything like that. And then
they had one program they had one program. So
like they're trying to put it over on commentary like this is like some long time rivalry. I'm like, not so much. So
now, here's my question, right? Is there something from the Indies we're not aware of?
Could be.
Right, but the thing is, could be, but most people know them as their time in NXT,
which they were promoting the match with black and gold coloring and like posters and shit like that online. Like they were clearly trying to tell us something.
Right. So regardless of whatever it may have been on the Indies, their wrestling careers are not linked in that way. They may be cool backstage. We don't know about that.
Right. So I call this a fake job because I'm like, oh, towards the end of the match, they're not even having some heated match where the guys are just leaving every ounce of their ability, their heart and their soul in the ring. This is not like, it's not like an Undertaker at WrestleMania streak match or anything like that.
Nope.
This is just a cold match on a 1-week build, right? This nigga, Malakai Black, sits down in the middle of the ring and is almost like, please finish me, essentially, right? Mm-hmm. And then Cole's like, all right, bam, boom, you know, pins him, 1, 2, 3. I'm like, huh? Then they stand up, shake hands in the middle of the ring, hug. Malakai Black's towering over this guy, hugging him.
Yep.
He walks his ass out the ring, up the thing, turns around all sad face essentially, and Adam Cole gets on the mic like, give it up for Malakai Black, like essentially like It was like damn near like, dude. When I initially watched it, I was like, was he told that he was about to get his release like after this match? I was like, this man's jobbing like this is his last match in the promotion.
That's what I tweeted out. I was like, I know he ain't leaving the territory.
Right. Then I was like, all right. And everyone runs wild because we all jump to the same conclusion because it's like
because the only explanation is either A, one, he got his release, or two, they are so into the NXT-ism stuff that is like, oh, this is what happened when motherfuckers would get beat on TakeOver and would go to the main roster.
Yeah.
So there's only two conclusions. Either you're taking the NXT-ism too far, or this motherfucker got his release. So which one is it?
So, like, I saw this, and I was like, what are we doing this for? Like, and then, of course, the talk for the next 24 hours goes crazy around it, like, you know, because Malakai Black has fans, you know, and they're very loud and passionate about him, even though this guy he's clearly not the same wrestler he was. Through no fault of his own. You know, you get hurt, you get older, whatever. But the issue I think he has with a lot of like AEW fans, like I think they see him, the weird finishes around his matches, the lack of singles matches that we all can kind of figure out why there is a lack of singles matches there. And he also like, he said a lot of alarming things on that stream that one time where it was like, oh, these are your ideas? Oh, we should never let you do any of those.
And you know, back when he was when he first got to AEW, and he's talking about all his time in AEW, how he basically like, I kind of wish I didn't have to leave. They let me go.
Yeah,
remember that?
Yeah, and then he was talking about how he wanted to work a program with Vince McMahon and all this other stuff, and I was like, oh no, like, and then like
that. You know, first off, that sounds fucking ridiculous. Now in retrospect, you want to work a program with Vince McMahon?
So fans naturally run with this.
You want to get in the baby? You want to get doused in the baby oil?
You want to get shit on, James?
Oh my god!
So like,
look, I was making a Diddy joke, but sure, yeah, that too.
So people that are tired of Malakai Black bury him for 24 hours or so. He's responding on Tumblr and all that because that's where he talks. And then like his fans are going up for him, and then he drops a video. And in this video, I didn't watch it, but it was relayed to me that he's basically like running it out there like, yeah, essentially, y'all, nothing's wrong with me. I'm not injured. I'm not getting my release. Like, and basically, like, I get the feeling like people are telling me like he's basically like just taking it out on us or blaming us for the way we reacted to that shit that made no sense. Like, so it's like, no, man, I'm tired of this nigga, man. Pack him in a box, send him to, I don't know where the fuck, you know, where he hangs out at.
So he did what he seems like, I can't believe that you would think that I would do this, even though I did this thing. Like, what other conclusion were we to draw for do this? Like, because what would be the point of it? Like, is this a babyface turn? Like,
right?
Maybe that's the third door. Like, this is supposed to be a babyface turn for the House of Black. With Julia Hart returning as doing the cheerleader thing, and his mother and her evil self is in the stands, and then shoots an arrow at her former good self to turn her back evil again on Collision. That happened this weekend. Like, no, you're still heels. What the fuck are you doing?
I saw this and I'm just like, between like the actual match with Cole and Black that they thought was the shit. Clearly, both of them, like they thought was the shit, and probably especially Malakai Black. It did not come. We did not receive the art the same way they provided it. Let's just say that, you know, to be nice. So I saw this and I'm like, okay. And then I'm like,
hey,
no wonder we don't see Malakai Black on TV often.
Hey, so okay, Dr. Larry said something very he said something vile, but after that he had a fourth door that actually it could make some sense. What if this is him being called down? You know, we point out like he's turning babyface or he's turning heel or he's getting released, right? Those are three options. What if he's getting called down to Ring of Honor?
Stay away from Chris Jericho.
No, sorry. So sorry. Yeah, man, Sheamus Nova, you should be ashamed of yourself. You see
Oh
what he said?
man, baby oil mist. That's crazy.
He should spit. He should spit
Yes.
baby oil as mist. That is insane.
That's nuts.
For-
But I
you know
saw
what?
this.
You know what? I'm gonna say something that's gonna incriminate myself. I'm not gonna say anything. I'll leave it alone. I'll be quiet. We're gonna move on.
So-
Move right on along. We're not gonna talk about baby oil at all. We're gonna move on.
Adam Cole versus Malakai Black, a weirdly worked match, or a match that's like a 2.5 special, a weird finish, a weird post match, and then a weird afterward match on the next day on Twitter and all that. And I don't know what this did for anyone on here, except made that everyone forget that Malakai Black lost clean, but it wasn't really about Cole beating him. That was the reason it was a fake job.
Right. So you know like how Adam Cole these last 2 weeks, right? The Buddy Matthews match with the fake injury stuff and came out and won everything. Like, objectively speaking, like these two matches are like 3-star matches. But like you look at the cage match scores and you see like the number of people that are hate voting these things.
People
and
hate
it's so
these matches.
like, bro, like you see like the top 2 scores both are like 7s and 6s or whatever else, or even 5s, and like all of a sudden the next highest scores are like 2s. Like people are fed up with them, or fed up with Adam Cole right now. And Adam Cole just got back, and
that's eerily similar to Britt. Eerily similar.
But his matches are better than Britt's. Even with the parts that I hate about him, he's still a better wrestler than Britt. Now what I will say is this.
Oh yeah, they're doing House of Black versus FTR this week on Dynamite. You would think this would have got Malakai Black off TV. Fuck. Like, say that for Saturday, man. Y'all made your choice.
What 2 members of House of Black though?
Malakai Black and Buddy Matthews.
Oh wow. Huh.